It may be a lonely journey. I have to promise you, it may be a lonely journey because remember, you are being separated for a better course, for a better person. You are going to a place where you have to attract new, you have to attract better for the sake of the version, okay, that we are working towards. Hi guys, how you doing? I hope you're good, hope you're fine. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, don't make it your last, consider subscribing and join our beautiful family. If you've been here, thank you so much guys. I love you. I do love and appreciate you for your love and support on this channel. Yes, and let's just get into today's video. And I just thought that today I should share with you some of the practical steps to become a better version of yourself. So these are the steps you can put in place to actually just become better. Yes, so we can say these are steps towards a better you. And the first step or the first tip is forgive. I want to say that forgive yourself, yes, and forgive those who have wronged you. There are some things we have done that have hurt us, ourselves, the choices we have made that have had dire consequences to us, and they have affected even how we relate with ourselves, how we relate, with other people. And the first thing you want to do is address that. Address yourself, address the pain in your heart towards yourself, because there is no way you will build you. There is no way you will become better if you harbor, feelings of, anger or, disappointment towards you. Forgiveness have you, restore a relationship that is healthy towards you. At times it may not be easy and it may not be a one-time thing, but make it, your goal to just forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the things you didn't know, forgive yourselves for the things you tolerated, the things you allowed, the decisions you made that have not worked for you. Yes, you didn't know better, but now you know better. That's why we are talking about towards a better you, because you want now to work towards a better person, a better human, a better version of you. And that is why we are taking these practical steps. And the first thing you have to do is heal yourself first, because there's nothing you are going to add on to toxicity and end up being a better person. That is just masking. And I've learned that the quality of a person is the quality of the heart. The health of your heart determines the person that you are. And so the first thing you want to do is forgive yourself, and also those who have hurt you. You want to forgive them, if the least not being for them but for you, because it does not even profit you, it does not benefit you having grudges with people, no matter what they have done to you. Forgive, release any pain, any toxicity that you're holding on to. At times you may feel entitled, but this is me telling you, if you have to work towards a better you, you've got to release that. Let go of the things that you're holding on to. If you really feel or know that you want better, at times we have held on to things, you have held on to relationships, we have held on to people that actually keep us down. I remember I had to let go of some relationships if I had to work towards a better version, because there are some people who will hold you back. There are some relationships that will not serve the other version that you want to work towards, and so you have to let go if you have to work towards a better version of you. You have to let go, to let in the new. Let go of habits. If you have to replace them with the new, you have to learn to let go. And at times I know it's not that easy. It's easier said than done, but I want to tell you, we are taking deliberate steps towards better versions of ourselves. Then you have to work towards it. Let go of those relations that are not serving you, those friendships that make you feel less of yourselves, make you feel less worthy. They're just those people who make jokes even about you, like they're your friends, but they keep on making jokes that at the end of the day, when you go sit alone, you feel like that didn't sit well with you. It is like, mockery in a masked up in acting like friends, and you just have to know what is serving you, what is not serving you, and be very willing to let go of whatever is not serving you if you want, or you have to work towards a better version of yourself. There's just some friendships or some people who just keep, making you feel condemned. There are some people who also may keep on reminding you of the old version of yourself that you really don't want to relate with anymore, or you want to, let go, okay? So you just want to be ready to let go if you have to work towards a better version of yourself, okay? And the other thing is you will have to embrace patience. As you are working towards being a better version of yourselves, it means that you have a lot of work to undo, to do, new or better things. And it means that you have to learn patience, because it is not going to be an easy journey. You have to be okay with, going through some struggles. You have to be okay with having to wait, with having to, you will be falling back, and have to be patient with yourself, falling back and picking yourself up again. But you will not be, you don't want to give up on yourself because of what is not working. So that is why I'm saying that you will have to embrace patience, because it's not an easy journey. It's not a small thing, but remember, we are working towards a better you. It yields better results. You will be proud of yourself. So you've got to do the work. As I said earlier, you've got to do the work. You will fall back to those habits that you don't want. You may fall back towards that thing that you have said you don't want. It may be even months and you find yourself falling back. But let me tell you, work is going on. Don't let yourself to give up and go back, to where you were. Pick yourself up, dust yourself. Don't allow guilt, don't allow condemnation. Keep working towards a better you. You will need a support system, of course, as you work towards a better version of yourself. And this means, as we talked about letting go, maybe you have had to let go of some friends, and at times it may be a lonely journey. But even if you have to find one or two people who, are people that you are looking up to as you work towards you being a better version, that people you admire, that you will love to be as them, just make sure you have a support system, people who will walk with you, people who will encourage you. You will need encouragement. I thank God, because during my journey of working on myself, I had such a sweet mother friend who just encouraged me to keep working on myself, keep doing better, keep doing it, keep working on yourself. Don't listen to, naysayers, people who want to put you down. Keep working on yourself. And that is so important. Even as you work towards a better version of you, you will need a support system. You will need people who want to see you do better. You will need people who want to see you become a better version of yourself, a better human being, serving your purpose in life. You need God. It is not going to be an easy thing. You need God, because there is a lot to be done that may not even be in your power to do. Some things may need God to break, some habits of you. Some things will need God to just empower you, to strengthen you through the journey. And so you need to pray, and this means you have to have a relationship with Jesus, because if you don't have a relationship with God, it may be hard for you, to reach out to him, because how can you ask for help from someone you don't relate to? Okay, that's just how it works. So you want to have a relationship, close relationship with Jesus. Even as we talked about, a support system, God is one of the greatest support systems you will need as you work towards a better version of yourself, because there are moments you may feel overwhelmed, but when you go to God, he will encourage you, he will support you through the journey, he will push you through hard seasons and hard moments, even as you work towards a better you. Because I want to say that it's not easy. Even as I talked about settling, it's not easy. At times you want to just be comfortable. At times you want to just, settle. But you know what? We are working towards, doing better, having better, becoming better, for us to live actually to the standard of what actually God called us to as the children of God. And that some things we have to make right, some damages that have been done that have to be undone. And so we cannot do it on our own. We need Jesus. And so I welcome you. And if you don't have a relationship with Jesus, you want to make it a priority that you accept Jesus into your life. You need God. Let me tell you, you are building nothing away from God. Without Jesus, whatever you're building is in vain. Whether you're building your brand, whether you're building your career, whether you're building a better version of you, without Jesus, it is not going to stand. It's not going to withstand, the test of time. And so even as we work towards a better you, the first thing and the paramount thing is Jesus. You need Jesus in your body. You need God. You need God. You need God. You need God. I cannot overemphasize this, because the version we are working towards is actually the version that God intended from the word go. He created us for a specific purpose, that most of the time we are living beneath it. Because why? We are far from Him, and the devil is doing the damage to have us crippled, have us not serve the highest, version of us that God actually intended from the word go. And so you need to create a relationship with Jesus. He will be a great support system through your journey of working on yourself. So you need Jesus, and you need to pray that God will help you, God will equip you, God will, everything that you are actually talking about, on you being patient. You pray that God give me patience, the support system that we need. You will pray that God give me the right people who will help me work towards a better me. God separate me from those people that don't serve me, don't serve the version that you want me to become. God will help you. God will make people just to detest you, but it is for your good. And that is why you don't want to feel bad about people that no longer clap for you, people that no longer celebrate you, people that no longer want to be in your life. You don't want to feel bad about that, because why? God will be helping you to work towards a better version of you, because He knows the effect of those people. The Bible says that bad company corrupts good morals. So there's no way God will allow people who don't serve the person He wants you to become in your life. So have peace with it. Have peace with it. It may be a lonely journey. I have to promise you, it may be a lonely journey, because remember, you are being separated for a better cause, for a better person. You are going to a place where you have to attract new, you have to attract better for the sake of the version, that we are working towards. So you need Jesus. If you don't get anything on whatever I have said, even as we work towards a better version of yourself, you need Jesus. You need to pray hard that God will help you, that you will not fall back to those habits that we are actually working ourselves out of. So you need Jesus, you need God, and you need to be a prayerful person, that God will help you to, just stand out and just overcome every temptation that will come your way. Because let me tell you, as you work, towards a better version of yourself, be ready for, the attack of the enemy to have you stay down. Be ready, because the devil will try to bring you down. I had to go through that, but be ready for it. And when it comes, pray that God strengthens you. Pray that God strengthens you through the journey. Stop sexual immorality or sexual activities outside marriage. Remember, your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Anytime you are engaging in premarital sex, you are defiling your body. And in that, you are devaluing yourself. Remember, we want to work towards a better you. It means that you have to feel better about yourself, and sex outside marriage has a way of denting your image, how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself, how you relate with yourself, and even with others, the things you will now start settling for. Even as we talk about settling, one thing that will have you settle for what is not yours is if you are defiling yourself. The highest level of defilement is sexual immorality. Yes, I know everyone can say whatever they have to say, but this is a fact. And even you can attest. If this is something that you are engaging in, look at how you think about yourself. Look at how you feel about yourself after engaging in such thing. Look at how bad, how low you feel about yourself. That is not true. That is not your image. That is not the person God created you to be. But why? The devil has found a way to actually devalue you, to actually have you settle for lesser than what God has called you for. And that is sexual immorality. Let me tell you, I promise you on this, if you can beat this in your life as a young lady, as a man, I don't know about men, but especially as ladies, your worth, your value will go high. Your value, how you think about yourself, what you think you deserve, the kind of spouse you think you deserve will change. If you can actually just address this particular thing, it will really help you. And even as you work towards a better version of yourself, it will help you, because now you start feeling better about yourself. You start, knowing yourself, because there's just the way this thing also has a way of having you not know yourself better, having you think of yourself. Oh God, I don't even have the right word to say, but sexual immorality will just have you think that you are less worth, think that you deserve less, think that nobody even loves you, nobody cares about you, nobody will want to be with you. Let me see. When I got married, I learned how spiritual sex is. I have learned how spiritual that thing is. And if you go on, joining yourself with other people who are not your husband and who God has actually purposed to be your husband, it has a way of taking away from you. Sex, if you are not married, cut off sex from your list. Cut it off. There is no two way about it. And you will tell me, even just by stopping to engage in this activity, how much you will do better in terms of your mental health, in terms of how you value yourself, how you see yourself, how you relate with yourself. This will help you. So even as you work towards a better version of yourself, this is one thing you actually want to address, if you, of course, are engaging in. And actually, there's just a benefit of not engaging in it. Okay. And of course, you want to do better. You want to be intentional. If you really want to be a better version of yourself, it means you have to be willing to do better. You have to be willing to let go of some of the things you're doing that you know very well that are not right. Be willing to embrace or to take on new habits, that, are better. New habits that are healthy. New habits that, are godly. Okay? It is a fact. There's no way you will want better if you cannot do better. And I'm just thinking about, how this saying that goes, that you cannot change anything unless you change. There's nothing that will change about you unless you change. And so you want to do better. Change the things you're doing, change how you're doing things. And this still goes back to God. But I want to talk about the intentionality. Be very intentional about doing better. You cannot sit back and just be comfortable in what is not working and want to be a better version of yourself. Be willing to do better. Be willing to do the work. Be willing to go through what it has to take for you to become a better version of yourself. Be willing, as I said, to forgive. Be willing to let go. Be willing to, let go of the bad habits. Be willing to, just do well. Just do what is right. Okay? Just do what is right. There's no two way about it. If you have to be better, you have to do good. You have to do well. You have to do right. If you have to be a better version of yourself. Okay? Boundaries. If you have to work towards a better version of yourself, you have to have boundaries in your life. You have to have boundaries as a person. Just simple boundaries, like as a girl, take care of yourself, have boundaries in how you relate with the opposite sex. Just respect yourself. One thing I've learned, boundaries in your life are an expression of how much you respect yourself. Respect yourself in relation to other people, in relation to what other people have to, say or do, to you. what you allow. Just have boundaries in your speech, what you say. When I came to understand myself, I realized that there's some things I can't just say. There's some words can't just come out of my mouth. Honestly, there are just some words that I cannot allow to come out of my mouth. There's just some things I cannot allow myself, even to relate to, some companies I cannot allow myself, to spend time with. Why? Because I'm working towards a better me, and my goodness. And it is not pride. Let me tell you, it's not pride. It's not pride. It's just self-respect. If you have to become a better version of yourself, you have to respect yourself. And this is in you setting boundaries. Have boundaries in your life. How people talk to you, how you talk to people, where you go, what time are you going. I used to have this challenge when, of course, I started working on myself. And of course, I think I didn't even get to that level. How can you as a girl go out past 10, 11 p.m. on your own unless you are found outside because you are attending to something? Like, these are some things I never used to understand. I will see people doing, but I just couldn't do that because you are a girl. You can't be vulnerable. You want to take care of yourself. So even as you work towards a better version of you, you want to set boundaries in your life. Have boundaries in how you, whatever you do, how you relate with people. Your space. You're allowed to have your space. So yes, guys, this thing is deep. Of course, I cannot preempt. I cannot finish, everything I have to say, but at least we are on a journey. We can always build. I'll be creating more content because on my channel there is a section of self-love, and that's what I'm just building. Self-love, self-care. Just do well, take care of yourself, become a better person. Yes, guys, so let me just end it there because I don't want the video to be too long, but I can be creating subsequent videos on this. If you like, of course, let me know in the comment section if you enjoy such content, and I'll be sure to get right into it. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you found the video helpful, just leave a comment down below. Let me know your view on what I have shared. Remember to like the video. It helps my channel. Just give it a like, give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Also subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe if you love my content. Of course, I realize that some people are unsubscribing. It is okay, because on this channel I realize just want to build a community of like-minded people who I can genuinely help grow with, because if I can't serve you, there is someone else who can. But if you feel like we can grow together, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share to others, and let's grow together. Thank you so much, guys. I love you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.